I was looking at buying ingredients for protein bowls the other day, and honestly, healthy snacks in Japan are ridiculously expensive, so instead I had a good chat with my mate ChatGPT and came up with these blood sugar friendly Japanese sweet potato brownies that actually satisfy my sweet tooth without the massive energy crash after.
And today, in true Japanese style, we are gonna make them in this beautiful tatami room with miso, my little shiba inu here. Isn't that right, miso?
Now recently I've been on a little bit of a health kick, and that's basically because 2 months ago I started getting really bad fatigue again, and I've finally gotten my energy back to a place where I'm able to do my morning yoga and Pilates. Once I got back into a regular exercise regime, I noticed that my food choices were starting to get quite healthy, and I was just listening more to what my body actually needed to be nourished. But of course, I'm still human, so I really do enjoy a sweet treat, but this time I wanted to make some sweets that doesn't give me such a blood sugar crash and can still satisfy the sweet craving, but without the nasty headaches and brain fog that come with that blood sugar crash. At first, I was going to make protein bowls, but as soon as I kind of looked online at how much money it was going to cost me to buy some nuts and dates, we were looking at about 40 Australian dollars just for one batch of protein bowls, which, to be honest, it probably wouldn't even last more than a week in my house, so it was just way too ridiculous. So I basically just asked ChatGPT what a good alternative would be for me that wasn't going to break the bank now that I'm living in Japan and all of the Western health conscious foods are just like so expensive over here. I'd heard of making sweet potato brownies before, but of course that was with the Western style sweet potatoes that are orange, so I was quite intrigued to see what it would be like with the Japanese zoemorimotoartist potatoes because they are quite famous and known for their beautiful sweetness. I also really like the idea of using sweet potatoes in a sweet too. Because they are root vegetables, they really are full of that beautiful grounding energy, so even though it is a sweet treat, it has that beautiful grounding energy combined into it. There's also something so satisfying about taking a humble sweet potato and turning it into something delicious and nutritious. It's like with my sewing, taking raw elements and channeling them into something that actually serves my life. Miso was also quite curious about these sweet potatoes too. As you can see in the video, she found the smell very exciting, and she also loves a little sweet treat sometimes, so they are Miso approved. Miso knows that when my energy is the best and my mood's the best, we get to go on way more walks and play more together, so of course she approves of this recipe. Now honestly, there wasn't really that much to this recipe. It was basically just roasting the sweet potatoes at the start that took the most amount of time, as it was about an hour in a 200-degree oven. But for the rest of it, it was basically mix the wet ingredients together, mix the dry ingredients together, then combine them all and put them out into this square baking tray and then bake in the oven for around 20 minutes. And of course, the best part about cooking any sweet treat is being able to lick the spoon when you're done. So, Zoe approved. And of course, while we were waiting for them to cook in the oven, we decided to have a little chill session with Miso inside and just kind of relax on the floor. Ta-da! Now it was time for the moment of truth. I just decided to check with a skewer to see if it was raw on the inside, but it was perfect, and this is what they turned out like. I personally really like how the potato is quite rustic, so you can see little chunks of it through the side that actually look like nuts, and this actually inspired me to put some walnuts or some other kind of nuts in my next batch, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes.
Itadakimasu. It's not too sweet. I'm just having it with a glass of matcha at the moment. Misa, okay. She ran away. Sheepies. She wanna play. So it definitely tastes like sweet potato, but not in a bad way. And it's definitely not overly sweet at all. It's like just perfect. So I was a little bit worried that if I put 4 tablespoons of actual sugar in it, it might be too overpowering with the sweet potato. But it's actually perfect. I wouldn't put any more, I wouldn't put any less. Maybe in my next batch, I will try cooking them for less. I think if these were just a little bit more fudgy, they would taste nice because they're getting a little bit to that rubbery kind of cakey vibe. So I think perhaps 18 to 20 minutes would be better, but actually the timer on my oven went off and I didn't hear it, so I'm actually not sure how long these were in the oven. I'm quite impressed with them though. If they had like walnuts in them, they would taste even better. So I'm gonna try that one next time. Because Miso can't have any of the chocolate, I've saved a bit of roasted sweet potato for her. She can already tell, she's sat down next to me being very obedient, which is very unlike her. So here you go, Miso. Hey, Miso, high five. Good girl. You're so clever. Miso, hey, left paw, left paw, left paw. Good girl. Right paw. Good girl. You're so clever. You don't like that bit. You don't like the skin, do you? You just want the sweet. Alright. Just get the sweet bit for you. Miso, down. Down. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All gone. Finished.